Hi guys, Darth Deuces here with another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. Today taking a look at another character in from the Ahsoka Disney Plus series. We have Hera. And yeah, this is actually another figure that kind of surprised me. I figured I was going to like the figure, but I do like it a bit more than I was expecting to. It's a pretty nice release. And I'm a big fan of the character, more so from the animated show than the live action show. But I think she was well portrayed in the live action show for the most part. But yeah, let's just get right on and take a look at the figure. The figure itself, as far as I know, anyways, is 100% all new sculpting, which is really nice to see. And it's always nice to get another Twi'lek in the Black Series collection. There's not too many of them out there. Looking at the head sculpt first, I think they did a really good job. If I can get my lighting to not look terrible. I think the likeness there is pretty good. I feel like it looks better at some angles than others, but for the most part, I think they did a really good job. The face print looks pretty clean. It's not too glossy. It's got a bit of gloss to it. It's not too bad though. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. She's got the little flight headgear thing on. Got the goggles. I do wish the goggles would rotate down. I don't know why they don't make those movable on Hera figures, but this is nicely painted though. And you've got the Leku. Got some nice painted detail on those. Really like the jacket, the bomber jacket look. I think looks super cool. You got the rebel rank badge there. Got the Phoenix Squadron patch on the arm. Another patch on the arm of which I do not know what that is. And she's got an emblem there on the back that looks really cool. Though again, I don't know what that is. Unfortunately, I don't recall what this was supposed to be for, but it looks really nice. And the coat itself, I think, is sculpted and painted very well. Then underneath, just kind of like a simple shirt, but you got some nice sculpted and painted detail for that as well. Belt looks good, silver buckles and pins, and they actually painted some of them and then did not paint others, so it looks a little weird in some areas, but it's not too bad. The holster there looks good. And you've got the orange flight pants that are very reminiscent to her look in Rebels. And then just some pretty simple black boots, but they get the job done. But yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. There's not a whole lot to say, but I think it looks pretty accurate to the show. And yeah, it looks really nice. In terms of articulation, she has a ball joint or a dumbbell joint at the base of the head as well as the base of the neck. Looks down an okay amount. Doesn't really look up because the Leku get in the way. They're not very soft, so they kind of hinder articulation. She can look side to side without too much issue. It has a decent amount of pivot, so that's nice as well. It can get a decent amount of personality out of the figure. Hinges at the shoulders that move about 90. I believe there is also a butterfly joint in there, so that you do get some shifting movement. And you got single hinges at the elbows that go deeper than 90, which is nice. And she has the new style ball joint at the wrist. They go in and out or up and down. That's very cool. I didn't know this figure is going to have that, so I like that a lot. That works out really nicely. Marok also had that. Torso joint doesn't arc back very far. Crunches forward just a little bit. Pivots a decent amount. Rotation. Hip joints kick forward, don't kick back very far. No thigh cut, but you do have the new hip joint where you do get some rotation motion there. Then single hinges at the knees that go about 90. No swivel cut boots, which is kind of interesting. And then hinges at angles that go up a bit, go down a lot, and then ankle rocker for pivot. So you can get this figure in a lot of great poses. All the poses that I'm worried about anyways. It's not a character I think I need to be in any crazy dynamic, so I can get everything that I want. So I'm pretty happy with that. In terms of accessories, she doesn't come with much. She just comes with her pistol. It is pretty nicely sculpted and painted though, with the black, silver, and a little bit of this orangish and bronzish colors. I think it looks really nice. She has a trigger finger in the right hand, so she does hold it very nice and securely. Looks good. Can also put it in the holster on the hip there. Slots in nice and securely, and then this little strap you can kind of peg in. It's not a very tight peg fit, but you can get it to do what it's supposed to do, and that also looks good. I would say it'd be nice if she came with more accessories, but I honestly can't think of anything else she could have came with off the top of my head. So yeah, I'm content, honestly. But that's pretty much it for the figure itself. I guess just now is comparisons, and I'll just first off with some other characters from the show. Here is Sabine, and here is Ezra. All live action. I think they all look really good together. That's really nice. Very happy with these. It's super cool to get these characters reimagined in live action. Rebels is definitely some of my favorite Star Wars media. So it's very cool to see all this. And then here she is with the Rebels Hera based on her season 1, season 2 animated appearance. So you can definitely see the similarities and you can also see the differences. Um, Objectively, the new one's the better figure. It has more modern engineering. It is just better. But I do still prefer the old one. The animated design is the one that I most resonate with for Hera. And it's still a very good figure, actually. I won't lie. But yeah, it's cool seeing these two side by side. And then lastly, of course, Hera has to be accompanied by Chopper. This is the original Chopper release, although I think the new one that came out is the exact same figure. And then, yeah, these guys look really great together as well. So overall, Hera's a really solid figure. Better than I was expecting her to be, honestly. Um, Great paint and sculpt, great likeness, great articulation, reasonable accessory. Like I said, I can't really think of much else she could have came with. So I don't think it's a must buy because it just depends. But if you're a Rebels fan, obviously, mainly if you're a fan of the show and a fan of the character from the show, then I would definitely recommend picking this figure up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. May the Force be with you.